Hi and welcome back to my channel. This is my latest purchase from eBay. It's a Triang Princess Elizabeth. It's a non-runner. I'm going to strip the motor down and get it ready for using as a push-pull, and then I can weather it up with rust and then have it on the layout. It only cost me £18.20 including postage, so it wasn't a bad price for a steamer. Really old model. Don't know what year the model is, but it is old, you can tell. Like I say, I'm not bothered. I like doing these when I strip them all down and take the motor out. So the next bit of the video, I will have taken the motor out of the loco. There's nothing in the tender. The tender is light as anything. I could do with putting some weight in it, really. Okay, thank you, and wait for the next part. To take this loco apart is it's a screw that goes down the chimney. It's hard to see it on the camera, but you go down the chimney and there's a screw in there, and then hopefully the chassis should come out the body. You can probably see it better here. The camera will come into focus. Which it's not doing. But you go down through the chimney. That's it, ready for coming out now. That's the screw out. And then the chassis just lifts out the body. The chassis and motor in there. So I just need to take the motor out so the wheels free spin. There's basically just this screw here that holds the motor onto the chassis. And you have to undo this one as well. That seems to be like some kind of circuit board. And then it should just come out. That's the screws out now, so the motor just comes off like that. And these cogs down in here, if you wanted it to actually be running, you'd probably have to renew that because they are worn. But it's a really old motor. It's probably burnt out as well. I say I don't mind. I say I get them so I can get them free rolling. See, now you've got free movement of the wheels. You move freely. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this bottom piece off so I can get the wheels out, give them all good old clean, so there's no dirt in there at all. Sorry I'm doing this in stages, but it's very difficult to do this with one hand basically, and the other hand holding my phone for taking the pictures. As you can see, you undo these two screws. Then that bottom plate will come off. That's the two plates off at the bottom. What you now have to do is disconnect the center wheel with the connecting rod. There's a little screw this side, and there's one on the other side as well. After taking out the con rods and pistons, I then disconnected the front and rear bogies. And that's as far as you can really split the chassis down, because if you want to actually get to the wheels, you have to split the wheels. And once you've split them, it's difficult to get them back in alignment properly. That's enough stripped down so I can clean it and get it dried off. Okay, now for cleaning. And once I've cleaned everything up, I'll come back in the next part of the video. When you're doing your washing, if you use clean water and some washing up liquid, if you add vinegar to this mixture, it helps to remove any grease, especially off plastic items. It makes the plastic items clean then. I'll just have to start with the body. Hi, and everything's now been cleaned and dried. Just needs reassembling now. So we'll start with reassembling the rear and front bogies to the chassis. And it'll be the con rods to the wheels. And then fit the front pistons back on. And then fit the chassis back into the body. Hi, that's the chassis all reassembled now. The hardest bit is to get these screws in this side and the other side. Is getting the con rods lined up and the wheel in the right position. The pistons going through this piece here, and you have to make sure that this con rod's held in place by these piston rods here as well. So it's quite difficult. You have to take your time and keep your patience, because if you lose your temper, you'll never get it. Because between the two con rods, there's actual a spacer as well. So you could do it with 3 hands basically, but you persevere and you get it done. Takes you a while, but now it's all freewheeling. The only bit now to do is put it back into the body. I've stripped electrical bits off the motor and reattached the motor to the chassis. It'll help with the added weight. Like I say, with the wheels turning, it doesn't turn the motor at all anyway. Just fit the body on now. And the long screw that goes down through the chimney, it goes into this piece here. That's where it goes into. That's all fully assembled now. Put the base plate back on there that holds the pickups. Taking the pickups off because we don't need them anymore. It's just basically keeping it all together by putting it back on, which I didn't need to actually do. So now just need to clean up the tender and that's it finished. The tender's a bit buggered up on this because where the connector is here, to connect it to the loco, somebody tried to fix it. It looks like it had been tried to fix with chewing gum because it was pink in colour. But the top bit does come off. It's very awkward one-handed. There we go. Top coat does come off, so what I need to do, I need to fit some weights in here, which I've got, and that's where the That's where the connector is. As you can see, somebody's tried to like stick it with something. It looked like chewing gum to me. Or bubble gum because it was pink. What I can do is, because I've got some super glue, I can maybe super glue it in. But really, what happens when you got the top on anyway, that's held in there. It is held in place once you got the top on. Like I say, I need to put some weight in this because it's too light. It really is too light. So I've got some weight so I can put them in. Yeah, I got these weights from eBay from China. They're for wheel balancing weights, and I'll stick them in the tender. Come in a big pack. I've never opened these before. These weights, they come in strips of 5 and 10 grams. And there's self-adhesive on the back. So I'll put some in this tender once I've washed it. So as you can see, I've put 30 grams of weight in the tender here. It's 2 10s and 2 5s either side. And the 1 5, it's holding the connector in. So hopefully that will stay in place. Otherwise I'll have to put some glue on it. Not chewing gum or bubble gum. Hi, welcome back. That's it all finished now. All put back together. As you see, it runs really freely now. So all I need to do now is to put some rusting on it, and it can be a train that is pulled along by another train that's because it's broken, which it is. But it's alright for what I need it for. I want to say thank you to South Line, Southern Line for the shout out and the subscriptions that he's managed to get me from his family and friends. So that's South Line, Southern Line. If you want to go and see his channel, he's doing an attic layout. Okay, thank you for subscribing, and I'm due another one of these trains in the next couple of days. So again, I'll be doing roughly the same, but it's not a Triang one, which this is. It's a Hornby one. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye for now. Take care.